living in a northern climate here in upstate New York, where I'm going between the cold, dry outside air and the artificial indoor heat, can really suck the moisture out of my skin, making my skin drier, more sensitive, and more prone to irritation from my tretinoin. So today I'm going to share some tips that can help you start or maintain your tretinoin journey throughout the winter without irritation. Actually, I think you will find these tips helpful whether you use tretinoin or not. If this sounds fun to you, throw this video a thumbs up and let's get into it. Tip number 1 is to maintain hydration both internally and externally. And when I say hydration, I'm really referring to the water content of our body and our skin. Even oily skin can be dehydrated. Of course, adequate fluid intake is crucial, but I also suggest a humidifier. Humidifiers can make a huge difference to protect our skin against transepidermal water loss, which is basically water evaporating out of our skin. I always sleep with a humidifier in my bedroom at night during the winter. It has been a huge game changer for my super dry winter skin. Tip number 2 is to switch up your skincare routine. Twice a year, I post updated seasonal skincare routine videos. I have an entire playlist, which I will link in the description box below. But here are some things to take a look at. Consider your cleanser. You might want to try a milky or a cream cleanser, which are often gentler on the skin than lathering or foaming cleansers. Cream cleansers can cleanse beautifully without drying out or stripping our skin. You may even consider skipping a cleanser altogether in the morning and just splashing your face with lukewarm water. There are many lovely and affordable cream cleansers on the market. Some of my favorites include the Mad Hippie Cream Cleanser, the Aveeno Calm and Restore Cream Cleanser, and the La Roche-Posay Toleraine Hydrating Cream Cleanser. I will list several options in the description box below. Especially in the winter, I cannot be without a hydrating toner or essence. Applied immediately after cleansing while the skin is still damp can really add and seal in moisture and hydration. You know how much I absolutely adore my Sukiyaka Suhada Urea Moisturizing Lotion. I have spoken about it a million times, but I am also very much enjoying the Merit Beauty Great Skin Hydrating Glow Serum. And at the drugstore, CeraVe has a hydrating toner that is very affordable and you can find it everywhere. Try a richer moisturizer and don't be afraid to use a night cream as a day cream. I absolutely love my Dermatology Peptide Night Cream as a night cream in the summer and as a day cream in the winter. It is rich and emollient, yet my winter skin drinks this up so it absorbs beautifully, feels very lightweight. My winter skin absolutely loves this as a day cream. You might consider layering your moisturizers. Stratia Lipid Gold is a fantastic lightweight moisturizer loaded with ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Because it is so lightweight, it is perfect to apply under your tretinoin using the sandwich technique, which can really reduce potential irritation from tretinoin. This I included in my best of 2022 skincare discoveries. It's my second one. I absolutely love it. Also look for ingredients such as soothing allantoin and protective panthenol and dimethicones, which can add an extra layer of protection for our moisture barrier. My latest love is Dermatology's new Soothe and Recovery Cream, which I can't find right now. Not only does it contain the ceramides and fatty acids, but it also contains allantoin, panthenol, and dimethicone. Very rich, yet absorbs beautifully and feels surprisingly lightweight on the skin. At night, as the very last step of your skincare routine, you might try sealing it all in with a facial oil, or even try slugging with a petroleum-based healing ointment, which can really help prevent and reduce that transepidermal water loss. CeraVe, Aquaphor, Cetaphil all make very affordable healing ointments. You can even use straight up Vaseline. One of my favorite ladies here on YouTube, Nanny, who has the channel Crushing Their 80s, She is 84 or 85, absolutely gorgeous, and she swears by Slugging with the classic Nivea in the blue jar. I must give that a try one day. Believe it or not, that was all. Tip number 2, switching up your skincare. And please share how you switch up your skincare in the winter months. Anyway, moving on to tip number 3, which is listen to your skin. If your skin gets too dry or too irritated, you may want to reduce the frequency of some of your actives, especially tretinoin. If you are using tretinoin 5 times a week, reduce the frequency to 3 or 4 times a week, or even 2 times a week. The most important thing with tretinoin is consistency. It is far better to reduce the frequency than to give up altogether and have to go through the retinization process again. And if you are new to Tret, go very, very slow. You may start out only once or twice a week and build up very gradually from there. You know, tretinoin stays in our skin much longer than you think. That's one of the reasons we are advised to stop tretinoin 7 to 14 days before treatments such as lasers or peels or even waxing. You will still get the benefits of tretinoin even with reduced frequency. And you can always alternate your prescription tretinoin with non-prescription retinaldehyde or retinol, which are much less irritating. Tip number 4 is to consider decreasing the strength of your tretinoin, and this is where agency comes in. Now, I have been using prescription tretinoin for well over 20 years. For the past 2 years, I've been receiving my tretinoin from the online dermatology service called Agency. I have very much enjoyed working with Agency both as a patient client and as a partner, so a huge thank you to Agency for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Agency makes it incredibly easy to get your tretinoin. You simply answer an online questionnaire, submit photographs of your clean face, and an online dermatology provider will assess your skin and prescribe a customized tretinoin future formula delivered straight to your door. In addition to tretinoin, I love that my future formula contains anti-inflammatory azelaic acid. It has niacinamide, which can boost and protect my moisture barrier, and tranexamic acid to fight pigmentation. All 4 of these actives work together to fight all the signs of aging. I love that it comes in a pump, and it pumps out just enough, 1 dose to cover my entire face, which is great because in the past I often over applied tretinoin. With this pump, I apply the perfect amount, and I do find this formula incredibly silky and spreadable and much less irritating than any of the previous tretinoin creams I have tried in the past. Your Agency future formula may be a little different. It will depend on your individual medical consult. If you would like to try Agency, I will put a link on the screen here as well as in the description box below. Anyway, Agency makes it really easy to work with your provider and adjust your formula as needed. It might be a good idea to discuss with your provider potentially decreasing the strength of your tretinoin during the cold, dry winter months. You can always bump the strength back up in the springtime. Last and absolutely not least is tip number 5. It is always important to wear SPF, even in the winter. But you may want to choose an SPF that's a little more moisturizing and protective. Agency recently launched their very first sunscreen called the Silk Screen Sheer Tint Mineral Sunscreen SPF 50. I tried this very briefly last summer, but I was trying so many sunscreens, I didn't really form an opinion on it. I pulled it out a few weeks ago, and I have to say, my winter skin is absolutely loving this. This has beautiful moisturizing and protective ingredients such as triglycerides, glycerin, dimethicone, argan oil, and niacinamide. This is truly sun care meets skin care. And it comes in 2 tints, which I absolutely love. It comes in a squeezy tube. I am going to show you both tints. This is the medium deep. You can see it's really not that deep. I am wearing the shade light medium today. This is very lightweight, very silky, blends in beautifully, really just enough, I'm going to mix them together, just enough tint to take the white cast away and reduce any potential redness. This is the only complexion product I'm wearing on my face today. I don't have any foundation or tinted moisturizer. I do have eye makeup, lip, and blush, but here is how the sunscreen looks. I think it looks really pretty. It's very moisturizing. It's beautifully radiant, and it does work beautifully under makeup. Like I said earlier, with tretinoin, consistency is key. So I hope you found some of these tips helpful to help you either start your tretinoin journey or maintain your tretinoin journey over these winter months without any undue dryness or irritation. And please share your tips so we can all learn from each other. And with that, have yourself a great day, a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in my next video.